Good morning, B-Shift. I wanted to give everyone a little video update on what's going on so far, maybe better than the emails. First of all, our supplies are very limited on sanitizers and disinfectants, so be careful what you're using. Use what you need, but don't overuse it. We really need to watch those supplies. I'll send out on the email what our current supplies are on that right now, but just notice that they're getting really low. COVID calls, code ID calls. Looks like we've made a total of 5 code ID calls so far. Let's see, C shift ran on 4, made 4 of them. Only 1 was transported, 1 was sheltered in place per Viatel. The other 2 turned out to be not COVID calls. They made 1 yesterday. They made contact through the door, called Viatel, and Viatel had them shelter in place. We've also made about 30 flu calls since the 1st. So be careful on those flu calls. They could be COVID ID calls or COVID-19 calls. Remember too, if you're wearing your BSI when you come in contact, you are not exposed. That BSI is to protect you from actual exposure. What I'm concerned about is when you walk in and don't know it until you go inside, and then they tell you the signs and symptoms and you realize that it's a COVID call. So be careful on that, but remember to wear your BSI on no calls. You can also feel free to use that callback number to call them and try to talk to them before you even get on scene, but it's okay to talk to them through the door if you feel like it's a COVID call. Limit how many people go inside too. If you don't need the whole crew inside, if the engine or truck and ambulance get dispatched, we don't need everybody in there. Just limit how many people go inside. Same with grocery stores. Don't need the whole crew to go in the grocery store. Let's just kind of limit our exposure in the public. What else? Expect more changes to come. I mean, on a daily, hourly basis, that things are changing. SOP 611 will probably change based on the COVID calls they've already had. They found some issues with that and going to change that. We are looking at trying to do 1 ambulance for transports, for COVID transports. Hopefully I'll have more information on that later today. Chief Lee and Chief Miller are inundated with emails and conference calls and all kinds of things, so don't email them directly. Email Chief Smith or myself any kind of questions, comments, concerns, and we'll take it to them. The emails and meetings and conference calls are just they're too much right now. If you do end up having a COVID call, make sure you call EMS 1 and your battalion chief, myself, or Chief Smith. Yesterday, they noticed on the radio, they heard it, but there was no notification made from dispatch to us. So make sure we know about it. Probably what's going to happen is when you get on scene, talk to them through the door, call Viatel. Viatel's going to have a whole list of questions to ask them. So it's going to be quite a bit of back and forth when you're there, but they're more than likely they're going to want you to just leave them there and shelter in place. It sounds like yesterday they did tell them not to transport. But make sure you call Viatel, EMS 1, and myself. As more updates come, I'll let you know. If you have any questions, be sure to call myself or Chief Smith. And other than that, be safe out there.